By the way, I just recently had the best barbecue that I've ever had in my entire life.
Where was that?
It's this place that I've heard about for a really long time in Charlotte.
What's it called?
Well, it's really in Peachland, North Carolina, which is
Okay.
kind of like when you start driving towards the beach.
Uh-huh.
I'm over here eating mints. But it's in this little small town, like 45 minutes away from where I live. And they're only open for like 4 hours every Saturday. And that's it.
Sick. That's how you know that they're sick.
Yeah, so Saturdays it's 11 until they run out. And I went there for the first time. Finally, it lined up where I was actually driving by. But it was like 3:30, and they close at 4 if they're not out of everything. And they only had a few things left, and like each one of those items that I ate that they had left was the best of that individual item I've ever eaten. Like best mac and cheese, best beans I've ever had, best cheese grits I've ever had. Not the best pulled pork I've ever had in my life, but best at a restaurant.
Yeah, like best not like...
And also, it's the end of the day. And as you know, if you're going to get good North Carolina pit barbecue, end of the day is the scraps. So it was pretty special. So I look forward to going back and getting all the things that they were...
First thing.
Precisely, getting the brisket and all of the other things we weren't able to get, the smoked turkey and all the things. But, I mean, where does your barbecue alliance lie if you had to pick regionally?
Man, I really...
'Cause you've kind of been all over the country and all over the world.
The More Music, More Barbecue tour.
Mm-hmm.
I would say U.S. That's a good question. If you're going worldwide, I might have to think about it. I think I got an answer for worldwide. I would say that my favorite barbecue I've had in the U.S. is in Kansas City. At Joe's.
Throwing down the KC. At which place?
It's called at Joe's. I guess it used to be called Oklahoma Joe's.
Yeah, that used to be what I said until I had John G's.
So up until today.
Because those were the best ribs I've ever had. So I haven't had the ribs at John G's yet, but the best ribs I've ever had in my life were at Joe's.
Those ribs are just like...
They're insane.
They're perfect, yeah.
And then the beans there were the second best that I've had now, because John G's I think might have them beat. But still, I mean, that place is incredible. So I have to agree. That place is pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's up there on the BBQ Echelon.
Yeah.